up at Live. 3 a.m. we like and 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. It's 2 a.m. Let's got me loose. From what you say, I'm you. Then won't get me through. I got a bag, but I want you. Send me your location. Send me your location. I need to know your location. Send me your location. Where you at? Where you been? Taking pictures on the trip with your friends. Bad dog, we don't count it, just spin. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. Hunt our own expense.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. On the Ravens sideline, head coach John Harbaugh, his team looking for a second straight victory after the win a week ago. The other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His team set to go on Christmas Eve. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. And through the snowflakes, we are off from Foxborough. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. We'll go play action with May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
14 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And they'll take this and into the 43-yard line. Olúwafẹ́mi Oladejo there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They going to hold on to this one. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 26-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. It was Ardarius Washington bringing him down.
Gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
On second down, it's May. The throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. We'll try and run it here with Warren. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on third and short. The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Pats will take a 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Well, he certainly had a little bit of a gunslinger mentality a week ago, Mike, and for better or for worse, he was throwing the ball all over the place. And at the end of the day, he came out with the win, but he is very aware. He has to do a better job protecting the ball. Continue to generate the explosive plays through the air. That's great. But he cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That was good for a dozen on a very quick first down. On first down, they go back to Henderson. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad game in these conditions. Will give him about 5 yards. From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, it's Henderson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. There are 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3. On the ground, here is Henderson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he will have the Ravens first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Again, it's Henderson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Patriots will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's May. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
A carry here for Warren. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Max melted there to get him down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short. And here is May. This one complete to Washington. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, New England.
That's good for our Patriots. First down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play.
37-yard line.
Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Warren. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Man in motion here is Washington.
29-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the the middle. He'll push forward here, down to about the 27th. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. Throwing on third down is Madden. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
It's now fourth down and 1.
They'll try it now with Warren. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, Jackson. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This taken around the 11. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Meg. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. On the give, it's Henderson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd down and 9.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Jackson looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
a 2-yard pickup. Makes it 3rd and 8.
To throw is May. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Abdul Carter in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Jackson now on second down. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Raven first down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal. Tackle made and about the 5-yard line.
First and goal of Baltimore.
Throwing Jackson. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. To the air one more time with Jackson. Forced out left. New England going to take their second time out. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal. To throw is Jackson. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his third touchdown catch this year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens extend their advantage to 14-3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. May gonna look to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. May to throw on second down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath. Now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
On comes the punter now as he's on to punt for New England. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
Final play of the half. Jackson.
at the 23-yard line.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. We'll just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
A run, and this is Henderson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
2nd and 10.
2nd down, Jackson. That's going to be intercepted. We're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Warren. He'll get about 2. Caleb Ransom in on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Headed back out again. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the handoff, Henderson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Try the right side with Henderson. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he will be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henderson. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground, inside the 40, a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Handoff here. The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Henderson. A short kick down to the 7.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Patriots 3. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. They'll return this from the 11. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. They're in need of points. In a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw now, May. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass ball is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Now, May. Open man, left side. He's got it. Still on his feet. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal.
A gain of 59 on the play.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. May to throw again. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Here's May again. He pulls it in around the 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. And he's in. Hot Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play.
Here's Jackson.
At the 30-yard line.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 3
pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. Even in today's age of offense, still a meaningful number for quarterbacks and not an easy plateau to reach. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Hey, middle.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. This field pretty slick now. That pickup only about 3 yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Here's a run. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss. So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being cracking.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points, kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. On the handoff, this is Warren. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll try and run it here with Warren. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. in a moment. It's going to be third. They need one. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
Now Jackson on fourth down. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
First down, Baltimore.
Now a run on first down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Patriots' 18-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense